What's up? We
What's up?
are back with episode number 279.
Oh
There
my.
we go. 279. And we're, I don't know, I couldn't come up with a cool name for this one, so I called it the album cover caper.
Oh, that's perfect.
So there you go. The album cover caper. But as usual, before we get into that, welcome everybody who's showing up. All of a sudden, everybody's showing up. What's going on, Tony Clem? Heavy Metal Overkill. AVJR, George G. See y'all. Cool. So what's going on with everybody? What's going on, Steve?
Not too much for me. Just work. It seems like that's all I'm doing lately. So
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah, Scott's been busy.
Very busy, yes. What's good? I got a lot of stuff in the record companies, and I managed to get a book from a local an art book from a local church that's got these historic paintings all over the church. Hey all from Washington Street, what's up, Springfield? Welcome. So yeah, things have been very, very busy for me, which is great. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. So but anybody, you got any shout outs, Steve?
Nope, no shout outs today. Trying to think.
How about you, John?
No. I got nothing. Anyway, no, I got nothing. I think we're all just upside down with stuff. We're just busy. It's that time of year, I guess.
Yeah, very busy, but that's all right. I
will shout out the 128 dB Rock guys. I think that we're going to end up at Rocklahoma, which I don't know how the hairspray and spandex and all that scarves and whatever will affect my constitution, but I think we're going to broadcast live from there.
You need to go in with some acid wash jeans and some scarves tied around your knees.
Yeah, I asked Steph if I could borrow a few scarves from her, and she's like, "What? You want to borrow a bullet belt and some leather? I can hook you up." But anyway,
you want to borrow my Cinderella shirt?
Yeah, I need a Cinderella shirt, and so anybody that has a 2X Cinderella shirt, please expedite that, because that's I think Memorial Weekend.
Or Poison works too.
Well, as I looked at the lineup, I mean, Alice Cooper, okay. Otherwise, I am not a Five Finger Death Punch fan. They are headlining, and I couldn't be less interested. But,
over Alice Cooper?
Yeah.
Well, that was like when Megadeth toured with him, and they played over Megadeth. I went for Megadeth and then left right when the Megadeth set was done.
See, that would be great for me. I don't know why that they those bands always bring weird bands with them. So
yeah.
Anyway,
well, I'm gonna leak some information that John and Steve already know, but the official announcement is going out on, what did I say it was, Thursday, John?
Thursday. Mm-hmm.
But Creeper have signed with No Lights, No Middle Records, so we will be putting out the Crushing album with this absolutely mind-boggling album cover with these piercing eyes that stare into your soul, and I don't know what it is about those eyes, but man, that cover, is there something to that cover?
The idea to drop green in there helped. It just made it complete.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, we have album cover.
Actually, it wasn't me. It was and it wasn't John. It was actually another guy. But John and I tweaked it to get it to where we liked it, and him and I got on the phone together, and we were like, let's do this, let's change that, and it worked out for the best. So yeah, it came out really nice. Yeah. So it's kind of a group effort, but the majority of it was done by a guy whose name is you remember his name?
Matt Story.
That is it, Matt Story.
Or Matt Great, or Matt
Great. Yeah.
Matt from Rockhouse Graphics.
There you go, Matt from Rockhouse Graphics. So
shout out to Matt.
But and the album was produced by Kerry Crafton and Sterling Winfield, and who of course is known for all his work with Pantera and Damage Plan and whatnot. So, and then also
Mortis, Devastation, blah blah blah.
I believe tomorrow the announcement comes out, the third album from, oh boy, now I'm gonna, Hellbender is coming out. And the name of the album is called Scumlords. They recently just got off a tour with Destruction, so I'm looking forward to that, and that's also coming out on No Light to Metal Records. So a couple cool things coming out on the label. Yeah, that's not really a shout out, but that's what I wanted to say. Lots of other stuff coming out too. I don't even know if it's been announced yet, but the Greatest Hits Volume 2 from Lizzie Borden 2-album set will be coming out with exclusive tracks, and it's got two Blue Oyster Cult covers on there, and that was hard to say.
Say it 3 times really fast.
I can say it 1 time slow, so you know. What's up, Metal Kev? Is that our Kev? I can't tell. Got Heavy Metal Overkill, and of course we got the Muddy Avenger of Blood in the house. But yeah, anyhow, that's it for me. So if we nothing else, we'll just get into showing some records because I'm sure we have plenty to show.
But, are you going to do the?
Oh! Thank you for reminding me.
I did forget. Don't deny me.
I won't deny you, but here we go.
I don't think that intro is long enough. Anyway, okay, I got 2 picks, a rock pick and a very, very heavy metal pick, and kind of in staying in keeping with our theme today about album covers that have been altered or are different, or there was multiple. We can't deny the Germans causing us to even a band to change their logo. But I've been spinning this Kiss Destroyer this week, and I kind of went to sleep on this thing when it came out. Besides Detroit Rock City, I was a little disappointed because I really like Dress to Kill. That's my favorite. But I've been spinning this, and I'm starting to enjoy the genius of Kiss Destroyer. So with the, of course, modified logo, so we can play this in Germany.
You know what's funny about that though? Back in the 80s, I lived in Germany, and you could buy both versions in Germany. It wasn't like it was banned. It was just something the label decided to do to not offend people, but they still had both versions available there.
Well, I saw that one 7-inch that Scott had, and I'm like, everyone's like, that can't be German. Look at it has the SS's, and I said, and I looked it up, and sure enough, even on Discogs they say.
Well, and even like the Dutch pressing, which is mostly sold in Germany, had both variations of it. So yeah, it was kind of hit or miss, but you could get both in the country there.
Okay, well, my heavy metal pick is a band called Abyssal, Abyssal. This is Funeral Doom meets Doom meets ambient. It's crushingly heavy. It's got these sweeping soundscapes, and I really dig it. And they have several other albums out that aren't quite as diverse. They have an album, I can't remember the name of it, but it's just basically 40 minutes of ambient drone with a little death metal intermittently stabbed through there. But anyway, Abyssal, if you can find it, check it out. This one's called A Beacon in the Husk, and highly recommended. Or you can just go to the old reliable and listen to Kiss Destroyer, and you don't have to have the German branded logo if you don't want.
Because flaming youth sets the world on fire.
All right, those are my picks of the week.
Oh, right on. So I have to put the little thing on again, right?
Please do.
We are so professional.
We are. Man, oh man.
So not professional. All right, well, let's get into it. So yeah, this is a show and tell episode. So we originally talked about doing a band covers edition, and then we just started talking, and we were like, let's just do a albums that have multiple covers edition, and if you show one of the band ones, cool. If not, no big deal either.
I didn't want Steve to break out his Virgin Killer by Scorpions and get us all in trouble.
Or I could have pulled out the Uncle Sam Heaven or Hollywood cover too. That one's pretty risque.
Or the Beatles, the Butcher Baby cover.
Yeah. The Uncle Sam cover is the
just
Bush.
For you, John, just to get us started, I pulled out the unbanned cover.
Okay, good. Thank you. Gotten a little nervous right
the
there.
Unrisque cover and the Unrisque cover of Taken by Force.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually prefer the original cover to this one with the there you go, the graveyard on it. Oh, that's so good. I love that cover.
Why was that banned? I don't understand.
It was considered offensive for some reason, and I don't remember why.
Military. It looks a lot like the oh my god, the National Cemetery in DC.
Yeah, in Arlington.
Thank you, Arlington.
Or
I don't know why.
anything. I don't know why that would be offensive, though. I mean, whatever. The Virgin Killer, I understand.
Yeah,
100%. But anyway.
So just for you, I pulled it.
Okay.
I also did not pull Blind Faith, although I thought about that one.
Yeah, I thought about that one too because I got an original.
Oh yeah.
Of that.
But man, that was back in the early 70s too. That was really taking a chance. But anyway, did anybody pull Robin Trower?
Nope.
Okay. Does anybody have Robin Trower Bridge of Sighs nearby?
No, I've got the brown cover and the blue cover though.
Yeah. Well, that was one of mine anyway. But we
why
can
don't you start us off, John, and then I'll go, and then Steve will go. We'll just go around.
I couldn't find my green copy, but this is the way it originally came out, and then when they released it in the States, they released it with a green cover.
Yeah, it's like bluish green.
Yeah, don't ask me why, but I mean, either way. But yeah, Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs, and I've got a copy of the green one. The problem with this album is I buy so many. I've probably owned 50 copies of this, but every time I get it, someone goes, Robin Trower, what's that? And I'm like, if you don't have this, you need it here. And I just go and I give it to them. So anyway, but that'll get us kicked off, I guess.
This is another, one of the ones I don't have that I would love to have shown would be the Angel Sinful album. The original cover for that one got banned as well and pulled from the shelves before it even really got out. So there's only a handful of them out there. I saw one selling eBay just a couple weeks ago for over $2,000.
Jesus.
I think I actually sent you guys because it was like when I sent it to everybody, it was like just barely over $1,000 already. Right. I was like, dang. So, but yeah, that cover is almost impossible to find. But I actually do have a version of that album with the original title on the center label. But it's got the new cover because they pulled the records out and they put them all. They started putting them into new sleeves. So, I'm gonna start off with this one. This was the band cover, Beggar's Banquet, and this is what they ended up releasing.
So I guess when all else fails, you just take all the graphics off.
Well, it was supposed to look like an invitation.
Like an invitation.
Yeah, that's what I had read about. It was supposed to look like an invitation. It's got the little RSVP down the bottom, but yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I picked up. I've had this one forever, and this one was like remastered 180 gram vinyl, and it was cheap, so I grabbed it. And plus, I just like the cover. You know what this cover reminds me of? Every club that Ultimatum ever played. That's what the bathroom looked like.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me think of that Mamas and the Papas with the toilet seat up.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the toilet seat up and the one with the thing covering it.
Or the Humble Pie where you're looking through the keyhole and you see the woman on the toilet.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I have that right.
And here we are not going to talk about band covers, and we're talking about...
This is a clean version of it.
Oh, okay.
Does it have it on the... Oh, there you go. Boom.
Yep. You have to die cut your own.
It's funny. I just happen to have that. Yeah, I should die cut that. It's only like a $5 record anyway. So this one, there's actually 4 variations. I couldn't find the other one. I have it around here somewhere. So this is the original Canadian version of Rock and Roll Machine, which is a 10-star record. This is so good. And then they also did this silver version of the Canadian one. And then they did the
shout out to John. Shout out to our buddy John in Canada for that silver edition.
The U.S. release. Yeah, John actually. No, he didn't send me that one. I found it here.
The silver one.
Yeah, I ended up finding it here for $10.
Oh wow! Yeah, he got me a silver copy from Canada because I couldn't find it.
It was sealed too. So this is the U.S. version, which is actually it's the same title, but it's a comp of the first 2 Canadian pressings. But there's also a second version of this too that's just the Triumph logo, and it says like Rock and Roll Machine in like neon on there with like a neon guitar. I looked for it. It's here somewhere, but so there you got a couple different variations of that one.
You and I have a common problem. It's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got to have the one. If you have the original pressing, then you have the a Little Texas Shaker, which is one of my favorite songs. Does anybody have Lonesome Crow by the Scorpions handy?
I do not.
Okay. Well, once again, that was buried in a crate that has become a speaker stand. But so I'm just going to get the Scorpions out of the way because they have a whole lot of controversy. But this was the original Lonesome Crow.
That's the Japanese pressing
That's
too,
the
right?
Japanese pressing. The Mexican
with the weird Obi on it.
The Mexican pressing is the same, but this is what it looked like. And then they went to the hand with the crow, and then the needle or whatever. And then there's one where the girl is backing up a Jeep into the sand, and then there's there are now Rodney Dunsmore and I he could verify this, but I think that there are 18 different covers. There's even a picture disc where it's got a giant scorpion with huge claws digging, and that's still Lonesome Crow. Don't ask me how. And I noticed that they released it as gold classics, and it's got like a gold leaf surround with the band picture in the middle. So anyway, so that's the Lonesome Crow. That's my favorite, one of my favorite Scorpions records. But how about these? I couldn't find my original.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. But anyway, how about Scorpions Love Drive?
Yeah, I've got that one too.
And now the American release had just a blue scorpion on it. That's the cleaned up version. How about Tokyo Tapes?
Yeah, I don't have that one. I want that one.
Yeah, this is the Japanese version of Tokyo Tapes. There you go. All right. So, and then in Trance, the original pressing, you can see an outline of the woman's breast.
That. I have both of those.
The woman's breast, but then in the American version, it's airbrushed out. And do you have the German pressing of Animal Magnetism?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, in the U.S. pressing, there's a Doberman on the back cover, and his nose is pulled away from this girl. You see a pair of the back end of a pair of jeans there. Obviously, it's a woman, and on the German pressing, the dog is leaning in.
Right.
So all you see, you don't see his face. You just see from his collar back to his haunches, and evidently that was deemed extremely controversial.
Gives me meaning to lick it up.
Wasn't going to go there, but you did so. Anyway, so Scorpions, we could probably do a whole episode on Scorpions and their controversy. But anyway, I noticed Love at First Sting actually has a secondary cover.
Oh yeah, I have the U.S. cover of that.
There's one where he's tattooing a scorpion on her thigh, and then they're kind of in an embrace. And then there's another one where the band is just like walking towards you.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right. Well, I got one in, since Shamgar brought it up, how about Believer's third album, Dimension? 2 different covers released at the exact same time.
Oh, I've never seen that other cover.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, the one.
I've never seen the blue.
No, I've seen the blue one. I've got
one in your right hand. I've never seen that one in your right hand.
Yeah. So this is the original U.S. pressing on REX. This is the Roadrunner and Road Racer, whatever it was, pressing. So yeah, they each had their own covers, and this thing's been reissued a few times, but it's been reissued with this cover. So this one's getting harder and harder to find. But the whole layout's different. There's like nothing the same about the 2 of them. So, but yeah, Believer's third album. Look at totally different layouts. I
didn't think about it. Deliverance too has 2 or 3 albums with totally different album covers. Did you?
Yes, they do.
I didn't pull those, so cool.
No, I pulled a lot that I thought about them, but I didn't pull them. But go ahead, Steve, you're up.
Well, since you brought it up while we were talking a minute ago, I went and when I grabbed Scorpions, this was right there. So we have the two variations of Warriors of the Sun from Saint.
Nice. Yeah.
Probably the more famous cover. This is a reissue that's got both of them on the actual album. So, and then this was, I think this was later on, right?
I don't remember. I just know they were both released in the early 80s around the same time. But yeah, one came out before the other. What's up, Brother Lee?
Hey, you missed Triumph, Lee. We were just talking about Triumph.
Well,
you up again?
Okay. Well, as you can see in the background on my door, I've got 6 variants of the Sex Pistols. Never mind the bollocks. And here's yet another one, but I've got it on. And these are all original pressings, and I do have some special pressings too. But I have a pink one, I have a neon one, I have a clear one. But those are all regular pressings or official pressings. But man, every time I see a different variant of this, I grab it because I really love the album. But there's just so many of them out there.
How about this one?
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah.
The original pressing from Australia on, I believe this was on the Albert Productions label. This one coming out, gosh, after he passed away in the United States. I think this thing come out around the same time as Back in Black, or maybe right even after Back in Black exploded. Then all of a sudden this thing came out.
I can't remember. It was like 3 years later, though, something like that, after it was originally released.
I guess they were checking to see if it was actually going to be popular or not. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the first two albums, TNT was the one that wasn't released until Back in Black came out. The original TNT was never released in America. It was released later once they became popular.
Yeah. This one came out, I believe, in it had to be like 80, 81, somewhere in that area. But the original album was like 76, I think.
Yep.
So anyhow, I like this cover better.
Yeah,
I always thought that cover was cool, but
it's kind of goofy.
It is goofy, but that's what I liked about it.
So this next one is not just one of my favorite records of all time. It's one of my favorite album covers of all time. And the UK album cover is one of the most haunting album covers ever. And it's Very Heavy, Very Humble from Uriah.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one. I didn't think of that one.
It's creepy.
I love this album cover.
Hey, what's up, Jurgen? Cheers, brother.
And then, of course, here is the horrible US cover.
I don't think it's horrible. I like it.
I kind of like the creature.
I liked it until I found out about this one. This is just
that's creepier.
Cover. Yeah, man. And I thought I had the Salisbury, but I think my copy was beat up. So when I got this, I got rid of it. But Salisbury, here's the original UK cover. This is actually an Italian pressing. The original didn't have this thing right here. And then the US cover was completely different. It had there was a red cover with like the little demonic dude or whatever it was on the cover.
Yeah.
Yep. So Noise Spectrum just verified. Yeah, 1981 was the US 30 Deeds. So yeah, I knew it came out right around the time of Back in Black, because Back in Black was huge, and then all of a sudden they had another album coming out. But yeah, anyhow, you're up again.
Okay.
Parks.
Well, here, how about this? Black Sabbath, Paranoid. We all know what that looks like, right?
Ooh, I know which one you got. You got the Mexican one?
I got the German Vertigo one. And hey, how about this one? How about a South African version?
Right on.
And well, let's just keep going. How about this? You have the pink Master of Reality, because it came out like that. And I've got an orange one too somewhere. But then how about this one? Taiwan's version. They just took the poster out and slapped the logo and everything on it. So there you go.
Yeah, I kind of like that one, actually.
How about this one? Okay. Black Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Here's the South African version.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen
Chaos.
that. That's very cool.
Chaos Massacre. Yeah, there is 2 versions of Ride the Lightning. There's a green version and a the regular
man, I
blue
forgot
version.
all about that one.
Yeah, I used to have I have an 80s bootleg of that, but I forgot about that. Yeah, there's a couple that I forgot about until.
What is that on Barnet Records or Barnett Records?
Yeah. It's a French label, and 99.9% of them of you that have them, it's a bootleg, whether you realize it or not, because there's only I think it was only a couple hundred of them that were pressed. Did you just go, Scott?
Nope, but I will real quick. How about this is a minor minor difference in the covers, but this is, everybody knows Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak, but as you can see there's only 3 guys on the cover.
No.
And it's also a die cut cover. It's not printed on the cover. That's actually the inner sleeves you're seeing through there. And then of course the US cover had a smaller version with all 4 guys on there. So
that's
interesting.
Yeah. So that, and then since I'm on Thin Lizzy, there was US and European versions of fighting.
I forgot about that.
Not sure why they felt the need to do 2 different covers for this one, but I don't know which one I like better. They're both fine. Lizzy was always known as a fighting band, and if you screwed with one of the members of the band, you were pretty much going to get your butt kicked by the rest of the band and everybody else that was with him. So
shocking there you go. You would have anything from Thin Lizzy.
Yeah, I know it's surprising, but I do have a couple.
Here's one that a lot of you may not know about. So this is the original UK Iron Maiden. And then when they did the CDs, they did digital versions of the artwork. I don't know.
Yep, and I hated that. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, it actually looks terrible with the. I didn't notice when I first got it that it was a completely different artwork. But yeah, it doesn't look good at all. But yeah, they did that with. I think it was just this one, right, Scott?
What's that?
I think it was just this album, right? It wasn't the other ones.
No, just that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that was another one.
Oh, here. How about this? This is easy. The new Pentagram. Or,
that's good.
Or the
I want
bonus
that
version. So I don't know. I mean, if you have one, you got to have them both, right? So
I have the pink one. I don't have the green one.
Here's another Pentagram example. Review your choices. This album cover is horrible compared to the original. And so
I think that they monkeyed with all the covers when
when Heavy Psych Sounds did these last year, it's all album covers similar to this. So I don't know if they didn't want to pay the artist for the reissues or what it was, but
Angel Witch, yep, that's another one.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick because I have it right here.
You're up, Scott.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mortification. The silver cord is severed. Yeah, it's a good one too. I like the new cover way better than the original cover on silver cord. But anyhow, how about Mortification and Mortification?
Wow, those are the same albums?
Yes. So this is the original Nuclear Blast version from Europe. This is the remastered, redone version from Australia. And there's actually another cover. The original one of this looks very similar to this, but this has obviously been digitally enhanced. And the original cover was all hand drawn by their drummer. So there's actually 3 versions of this.
I've got the original CD somewhere with that original cover.
I have the original CD too, but I just didn't pull it. But yeah, there's so.
I wonder why they both because they both look pretty cool.
I don't know why, but yeah, this is Nuclear Blast. This is Europe and America. That's the difference, and 2 different labels too, Nuclear Blast and Intense Records.
So since somebody brought it up, here's the alternate Angel Witch cover.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And the difference with this, the original Angel Witch, this one has the Loser EP on it as well, or the 3 songs from the Loser album, or the Loser single, with a different cover. But they've done various versions of this album without those on there with the same cover. I've got a cassette copy of it that doesn't have the extra songs, but that has this cover. So it's been released a couple times with this variation.
I'm gonna go grab the other Mortification one since you guys go ahead, Steve. You're up anyhow.
Yeah. So this is a lot of people don't know about this one. I actually had the alternate cover first, but we've obviously got the original Rock-a-Rolla cover from Judas Priest.
Oh yeah.
And then in the 80s, they released this version. And they didn't. This one wasn't in print for that long. This was 81.
Is it still on Gull Records?
No. So RCA reissued it.
Okay.
And they didn't want to face a lawsuit from this because Gull got in trouble for this.
Of course.
And so they released it under this. And I I haven't seen a copy of this since I bought this like 20 years ago. So I don't know. I'm sure it's not expensive or anything. I'm sure it's a $5 record, but
yeah, RCA released that, and then they released the best of with the little like a samurai warrior.
yeah,
with the green.
I've got a couple slight variations of that too.
And
but
it was just kind of a way to
just,
they just wanted to kick out some serious priest.
And then there's a bunch of comps of the first two records. Oh
yeah.
That's the original Mortification. The silver cord is severed. It's got the red bass, and the chords are kind of cut on there.
And then they went to those other two. Man, that's a stretch. Oh, I see.
That's the new cover.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Two different albums.
This is this is silver cord is severed. This cover's never been on vinyl, and this one's been on CD and vinyl. So, but anyhow, this is an Australian company, Soundmaster, put this one out. This one was Nuclear Blast.
Gotcha. Well, since you said the magic word cassette, and Scott had something to do with this, Voivod, you can't really see it. It's like a 3D cover.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah. It comes with all 3D art. Even has little 3D glasses.
Yeah, I've got the CD version of the original.
I've got the CD version too, and then I tried to find tried desperately to find the vinyl of that, and the cheapest I could find was like $180 to $300, and it was a Dutch pressing. And so Scott and his team of merry men were good enough to put this out for us all that we could actually afford. In fact, we ordered this from from Casey's Mexican Bar and Grill, from right from the table. And in fact, we ordered it as soon as it went up, and we almost didn't get a copy because they were selling so fast. But I love it.
It sold out really quick.
Yeah, Scott knows how much we appreciate that record. And so anyway, but yeah, two different colors. I love the 3D cover though. I mean, it really is. Away is an amazing artist, and his stuff. I mean, it just looks great in 3D too. So,
and you always know it's his stuff. It's like there's no question that's his stuff.
Yeah, I bought the last of his books. The last time let's see, when they played, this would have been Gas Monkey Live. So, and it was with Municipal Waste and Napalm Death. It was quite a gig. And Voivod, I bought his last book, and he didn't just sign his name. He drew like a picture, like a alien landing, a flying saucer and everything, and then signed his name and said thanks for buying the book. So, kind of fun.
Nice. Oh, there's another one. Detritus If But For One. That's another guy. I didn't think of that one either. Yep. First Captain Beyond, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, As Below, So Below. But Deliverance.
Yeah, there's I think 4 or 5 Deliverances with multiple album covers.
How about? Actually, we were just talking about this one before the show started. Steve and I were, but how about?
There you go. Yeah,
Mama's Boys and the Mama's Boys. I don't know why they changed this cover because I like the original way better. And this one's this is an original pressing, so it's got a little bit of ring wear. So, but I've never seen another original pressing around. So, back covers, oddly enough, the back covers are
exactly alike.
Yeah, so they only changed the front covers. But this one's way better. Look at that chick's eyes, man. They're like, she doesn't have any white. They're all red. So I don't know. I like the hand-drawn cover way better.
Someone's mama.
Well, it's Mama's voice.
Well, of course, but she looks almost too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a great album though. I love this Mama's Boys record. Anyhow, you're up again, Steve. Man, we're just rolling through these things, but I still got a ton to show. So
yeah, this one's another obvious one, but this is one of my favorite records of all time. So we've got the original UK Electric Ladyland. And
the
US variant.
Oh, you're getting controversial.
I'm sorry.
That's the German variant.
Yeah. So the German and is this German? I thought I had the UK. Yeah, you might be right. I can't remember. Whatever. I got both variants of Electric Ladyland. There you go.
Well, you said the magic word, so I'll just continue on that.
Yeah.
Okay. We're all familiar with that, right?
US pressing.
Okay.
And there it is.
I got that
pressing. Oh, yeah, and it's got it's like one of those. And then I found this, and it's Are You Experienced?
Oh, wow. I've never seen that one.
And then I found this. It's a French pressing. Are you experienced? And then let's just keep on the Hendrix tip. Midnight Lightning.
Yeah.
Not a very popular record, but it's really a good one. But and then look at the difference in the writing.
Yep. Even the color's different.
Yeah, the color's different. It's got pink and it's got his name blocked out. And the backs are even kind of.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, Arola, you can blame Scott for that one. He's the one that did the redid the tourniquet with the extra blood.
Yes, I did because I was asked to do that.
I like it with the extra blood.
Oh, I didn't do the extra blood. I returned it back to the original.
Oh, yeah. Blood. So yours sucks then.
Yeah. I was asked to return it back to the original cover. So I have them both because, yep, 2 different covers. I should have pulled those. There was so many we could pull. Oh, I'm up again, huh? Yeah. This one's got multiple covers too. I only have 2 of them here to show. The other one's on CD, and I just didn't bother pulling the CD. It's got a picture of a moon on it, but how about the first Fates Warning? I don't rock it.
Yeah. I actually prefer that cover.
Yeah, I kind of like both these covers, but and it's also got the one with just a big silk gray moon in the center, which I got on CD as well. But I think that was the only 3 they did for that I know of, anyhow. So
that just made me think of another record that you probably pulled. So I'll just hold off. So
good.
One, I wish I had the original cover. This is another one where to get the original cover, you're going to pay a couple $100. But this is Knights of the New Thunder from TNT. So the original cover had 2 big-breasted ladies on each side, like cartoon artwork. It's actually a really cool cover, a lot better than this one. But unfortunately, I don't have that one. Do you have the original, Scott?
Uh-oh.
I think I do.
He's about to get in trouble. He's about to get us all in trouble.
No, it's not an actual picture. It's artwork.
Yeah, I just read an article. Is this art or is this porn? And it's like the line is getting super blurred between artistic expression and nudity. Oh, well.
Nope, I don't have it. Sorry. I thought I did.
Hang on. I'm about to show it right here.
Uh-oh.
I've got multiple pressings, but I just don't have that particular one you're talking about.
I'll show yours, John, while I pull it up.
Okay. Well, we're all familiar with this. Pink Floyd, wish you were here. In fact, this stuntman that's in that picture that's burning just passed away recently. Was
like day before yesterday.
Yeah. And but this is a Korean pressing. And I have a German pressing that's a little different. And then originally in the UK pressing, it came in a black bag.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole thing was covered and it had this sticker on the outside of it. And I've got it, but it's in a barrel somewhere.
Yeah, that's the original. That's the original cover there.
That's the original artwork right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is better.
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
I don't know. Maybe they weren't thinking.
No, they weren't.
All right, where am I? I got a few CDs. Let's pull a CD over there. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to pull them out of the case because I'm getting so much freaking glare. But this is... I love this album. I've got it on vinyl. I've got 2 copies on vinyl. I've got 3 copies on CD. But this is Blood by Red Sea.
Oh,
this is the original cover. This cover blows, in my opinion. It's... First of all, tell me what the name of the band is. To me, it looks like the name of the band is Blood. Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be the band's logo back there as the sun, and then the logo's right there on the bottom. And it looks big on the screen because I'm putting it right against the camera, but it's itty bitty. So, and then this is the reissue cover.
Oh yeah, I got that from Greg Chasen. He actually sent me the vinyl with an autograph, which was nice of him.
Talking about another guy who's been in like 400 bands, but he wasn't the only. Who else? What band did they come from?
Badlands.
Badlands. Yeah, it's like half of Badlands on that record. It sounds like Badlands. It's really good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's really good. And Chris Howell, the guitar player, he's fantastic. And man, they have one of the best singers ever in Robin Kyle Basari. So yeah.
So my next one. So this is the Swiss Killer. There's also I think Belgian Killer. It's just as good. But this is Lady Killers from Killer. This is a fantastic record, and you can kind of see why this was banned everywhere else. Did I pull up the? No, I pulled up this one. Hang on, let me pull up the variation of this one too. I pulled up the same one I'm showing. There's actually there's 4 different variations of this album. So,
oh wow, how did I?
Here's one of them with a little dude on the cover. Let's see.
That's a really good suggestion, Lord.
Here's another variation with like a shadow guy on the cover, and it's actually a different title, Thriller instead of Lady Killer. And then there's another one with just a picture of the band. So
I should have pulled that Sirens cover.
Lady Killer from Killer.
Sabotage Sirens. That's a great album.
That's the one I was thinking of a minute ago that I figured you would pull.
I didn't pull it either. I forgot about it. So
okay,
pull it if you want. Yeah.
David Lee
Roth, great
Roth,
album. I think I always call that album the best Van Halen record that Van Halen didn't record.
But what's different?
I have a copy right.
Yeah.
There, signed by Steve Vai.
But what's different about this one?
Type looks different, and his face looks different.
No,
that's the title.
I can't.
Sonrisa Salvaje.
So Sonrisa Salvaje, which is like I'm salvaging a smile. So eat 'em and smile, and I'm saving a smile. and this one came with a huge poster in it of his face that I had hanging on the wall until the Star Wars chick. I married the Star Wars chick, so I changed it because she doesn't have the affinity for Van Halen or David Lee Roth that I do. But that's okay.
I'm surprised she didn't have the other David Lee Roth poster on the wall.
No, not chained to the. Although she probably would like that one better, where he's handcuffed to the chain link fence.
That's another good one. That's another good one. Noise Spectrum. Yeah, that Crocus is another one I didn't think about. But I still got plenty more. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this, didn't I?
I'm running out. So you guys have at it here, and I've
got like 4 more.
How about this? I'll show a couple from this band, but this album has more than just 2. This is the first Iced Earth album, which I also I have vinyl copies too. I just grabbed the CD ones because this is an original German pressing, and this is an original U.S. pressing.
There's 2 variations of that artwork in your right hand too.
I like the Dragon version better.
But there's a newer version of the Dragon one that he had redrawn that looks really good too.
Yeah, there is a newer one. Yeah, there's multiple copies of both of these things. So, and then also, which is still one of my favorite Iced Earth albums to this day, but let's forget it. I'm not going to pull them out. It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, this is Night of the Storm Rider.
Yeah.
Original cover over here. And then the U.S. cover over here, which is really good. But again, this one's also been redone again a third and I think 4th time. So there's multiple covers for that one as well. So, yeah, big Lizzie Borden. I'm looking at Lizzie Borden over here. Big Iced Earth fan. So.
I just bagged up something for Lizzie Borden today over at Henry's Jam Space, digging through boxes. Anyway,
what was it?
It was a flat that was advertised. It was like something you put in the record store and you'd hang from the ceiling. And it was 2-sided.
Oh, cool.
Had and I can't remember the title. I'll shoot a picture of it and send it.
Cool.
This is one I don't know why they got rid of this cover. This has always been a favorite cover of mine, but We Have Arrived from Dark Angel. You've got the original cover, and then later it just says Dark Angel, and We Have Arrived in like yellow print. But I've always thought that this cover was awesome.
Yeah, they actually both covers came out at the same time. So so what they did was they sold the rights to the album to the French company Axe Killer, and that paid them enough money that they could put out their own version in the United States with that cover. So they both basically came out at around the same time. But anyhow.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't think there's any people in the band from this era anymore, are there?
Yeah.
Oh no, Gene was here. Gene was in the band already.
I think he's the only one that's he wasn't there.
Gene didn't play on that album. No, but the guitar player why is his name not Eric Meyer?
That's what I thought. I thought Gene wasn't on here, but he's in the picture, and it says Dark Angel is Gene Hoglan on drums.
Nope, not on that album.
Yeah.
But yeah, he joined soon after the album came out. But Eric Meyer was played on every single album, and I think Gonzo played on every single album too. So bass player who's still in the band. All right, so where were we? You're up, Carcass. Unless you want me to skip you and go.
How about this one? Everyone's
that's a good one.
This, and I know there's several different varieties. This is actually a Mexican pressing, and the back is different, and it's not a gatefold. But then, have you ever seen one of these?
Oh, that's cool. I actually like that better.
It's a German, or it's a, let's see, Turkish.
That's cool.
A Turkish promo album of Led Zeppelin 2. And have you seen this one?
No.
This would be a German pressing, and it's got a different back on it.
That's cool.
But anyway, I love that album, so I collect, once again.
Believe it or not, I listened to that album this afternoon while I was working. I listened to the first 2 Zeppelin albums.
And the Turkish version, by the way, is a mono copy, but yeah, the back is obviously different. But
that's cool.
Yeah, kind of like that. I saved the heavy hitter for the last.
That's fine. We still have 15 minutes. We're good. But I pulled this one not because I didn't plan on showing it, but Areola recommended showing it. So there's this comment, which I'm going to move so we can get a little bigger. But this is the original What a Joke album from Deliverance. And then a label that is no longer around called Intense Millennium put this version out and never showed the band, and the band hated it. So I have a little bit of story I can tell about it. But
it's such a such a horrible cover. Yeah.
What the heck?
This is actually a sealed copy. I never opened it. It even has the guitar pick inside of it, the original guitar pick that came with it. Yeah, it's bad. And the band was offended by it because Jimmy Brown he's a big guy. I mean, he's tall, but he's also just a big guy. So he took it kind of offensively. So my story is, they hated this. So we were working on the Weapons of Our Warfare cover. And we were putting out a reissue on Rock's Records for Weapons of Our Warfare. And we were going to put the original cover out. But what I did instead was I created a dummy cover because it was right around April. So on April 1st, I released online this. It was just like this. Instead of a hamburger, it had a hot dog. And in the background, it had a big explosion on it, like a mushroom crowd. And it had the fries and the drink and everything on it. And I made up this goofy biblical thing about the weapons of God, warfare, and just all this create, if you're hungry, you want the hot dog, and it was just, if you're hungry for the word of God, and it was just hilarious. We posted it. Oh my gosh, the band fell for it on April Fool's Day. Even they were so pissed, and we're like, it's a joke, dude. And but once we told them it was a joke, they were fine with it, and they thought it was hilarious. You can still find it on my Facebook page, but anyhow, yeah, they were not happy. This thing went out of print as quickly as it went into print, so finding these are nearly impossible, especially with the guitar pick in it. So
that's probably, maybe we should do an episode of worst album covers ever, and that would rank at least
pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know what their
metal band.
I don't know what they were thinking. And the back cover is not much better. I mean, it looks like a generic, terrible.
So since you showed those, so here's the two assimilations.
Yep, which are slightly different.
I don't have the other River Disturbance, but this is the original River Disturbance cover. I think you redid this one, didn't you, Scott?
No, that's the first reissue cover. The original was the other one, and then they asked me to restore the original cover, so I redid the original cover.
I have this one. I have the other one too, and then we've got both As Above, So Below.
Yep. So the one on the bottom was the original on that one, and that was done by Jimmy Brown's wife, I believe. It was not what the band wanted. They were kind of unhappy with it. So when they decided to reissue it, the band's like, this is what our original idea was. We want to see split. One's day, one's night. We want the water to be calm. And so that's what you got, and it's funny because then we put the album out and people were like, oh, that's terrible. How come you didn't put more, make the waves and make it crazy? And I'm like, because that's not what the band wanted. And yeah, but you could have done this and this and that.
Camelot and Smithereens.
Yep.
Wow, that's a real drastic difference.
That's also
recorded the album too.
It's because the one on the orange one is the original one, and it's just some of the songs. The other one was re-recorded, and they had this whole storyline that went along with it, and a book and everything. So the reissue is re-recorded. It has all the storyline as part of it, and it's got the book inside the booklet.
And then here's the bloodier Deliverance that Scott did. I was going to pull the other one, but I didn't. And then somebody mentioned the detritus. So here's the original detritus cover for
If But For One.
If But For One, thank you. And then on it, you've got the modern album cover right there.
Yep.
So
it actually, that again, those two were, one was the U.S. pressing and one was the U.K. pressing. So the blue one was the U.S. pressing and the green one's the original U.K. pressing.
I'm kind of jealous though. My What a Joke doesn't have the
guitar pick.
Guitar pick.
Or you probably had it and just pitched it into a bucket full of picks or something.
But the original did, and see, that's what was stupid about this one, because they did this stupid cover. But if you open it, it had the original cover on the inside. So I don't know why they didn't just use the original cover. It doesn't make any sense. So.
Yeah, yes, it does look. I know they made the back cover look like a menu on that Deliverance one.
Well, they had
we talked about that was one of the very first ones we talked about, and we showed the U.S. pressing on the Virgin Killer.
Yeah,
cover,
I showed the politically correct cover.
But anyhow, who's up? Are you up, John, or
am. This is my last one. This is the last one, best one, as I used to tell my baseball kids. This is a Toxic Holocaust Inepsy split. Kind of cool, kind of cheesy graphics, whatever. And we've talked about this artist before, but Away did a cover with an Obi, and it's basically the same thing, but it's also screen printed. It's 2-color screen print.
That's cool.
It's 1 of 50. And I got this from Joel himself, and I'm super, super stoked to have it. But this was my heavy hitter. So I
didn't think about that. The first full length has an original cover, and they just redid it last year as well.
Yeah. So anyway,
it
used to be kind of an orange. Didn't that used to be have an orange strip across?
So this is the original cover,
right?
And there was a very small pressing done, and then when they repressed it and Dream On started becoming a hit, this was the cover that became popular. And then finding this cover was near impossible for a long time, but it's since been repressed multiple times, and nobody's repressed this cover. It's all been this cover. However,
I never see the original cover anymore. I haven't seen a Walk in the Dig in like 10 years.
Yeah, this is actually an original. So the first pressing actually says, Walking the Dig instead of Walking the Dog. Which is just a typo, but it's. And then the other thing is this right up here.
John De Laurentiis when you need him.
He's here. Yeah, he's here. He's watching. It's his fault. He should have proofed this back in 1973 when it came out.
He just sent it to the wrong guy.
Yeah, but so yeah, John, this is your fault. But then also the write-up's different too. They took a bunch of the stuff out because they say all this weird stuff about Joey Kramer basically being a bully, going out and beating people up and stuff like that. And they took it out when they redid the album. They did the reissues. So
I just heard a podcast, and I never knew this. Maybe you knew this about Steven Tyler and how he met Joey Kramer. But Steven Tyler was an 18-year-old kid at Woodstock, and he got kind of blocked in, and he couldn't get out, so he just partied for the next 5 or 6 days. And as he was walking back, he saw Joey Kramer, who he'd went to high school, and he was a familiar face, and they just got to talking, and then the rest is history, as they say.
I didn't hear it was at Woodstock. I heard it was at like one of the hotels up in the Catskills or something. Back then they used to vacation up in the Borscht and.
I heard it was at a big music event, but who knows? It's all rumor. Yeah. Oh, I know it's Scott. I know what you're going to pull. I almost pulled it too, but I couldn't find it. Yep.
So you got the UK cover here, which a lot of people say they like best, and you got the double entendre US cover here. I prefer the US cover because most people don't know anything about the double entendre part.
I didn't notice it for years.
Yep. So
what am I supposed to notice?
Once you figure it out, you can't not see it anymore. But point of entry, itty bitty little type right there is on the very crotch of the girl's dress.
Oh,
is the girl's
really?
Dress. This is her legs. This is her other leg, and this is a split between her legs.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Once you and the unfortunately,
hear you explain it.
The Obi kind of messes it up a little bit. I don't have another copy, but Yeah, it's once you see it, you can't unsee it. So
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of clever, but a lot of people just prefer this cover. I don't mind either one of them. But
And aside from the cover, do you like the record?
I like this record. It's not my favorite record from him, but yeah, Solar Angels is one of my favorite songs on here.
Why
I also
do people
love
hate that thing?
I don't know, Heading Out to the Highway is a great song.
Yeah, that's a great song. Yeah.
I also love Desert Plains. So yeah, I mean, it's not their best record, but it's definitely not a bad record.
And I hear a lot of negative flack about that thing.
Should
and
I
like
show
it.
A few more? Do you got more to show too?
No, I'm done. I'm in it.
Yeah, let me show these two.
Go ahead, show a couple more because I've got 3 more to show after that, and I'll be done too.
Yeah, well, I can show. Yeah, I got 3 more, but
we still got 5 minutes or so. So go ahead, show a couple.
One that nobody thinks about. So, Shout at the Devil. So obviously the original cover.
Original cover.
Yep. Like the cover that came out on the CD with the picture of the 4 guys on the cover, though.
Isn't that the back cover or the inside cover or something like that on that one?
Yeah, you might be right. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's the photos that are on the front of the other one. Yeah.
So I actually prefer the alternate cover on this one. And then, so this is a recent reissue that they did for their tour, but this is the original. I can't think of the name of it. Too Fast for Love. So the original Too Fast for Love, the back cover was quite different. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the blue, but his hair is like this tall on here. So this is the original. What was the label that they? Was it Motley Records? No.
Leather Records was the original
Leather
label.
Records. So yeah, this is a copy of the original Leather Records pressing that they did last year for their tour. They did 222 of 3 different colors, coming out to 666 copies. But so a couple variations there. And then also the Motley Crue on the original pressing was different colors. So the Crew was in red, but the Motley was kind of see-through. It was just the outline of the logo. If you've seen the original Leather Records pressing.
So the one with the blue back, is that an original leather pressing?
So no, they did a tour on Hollywood Boulevard. They did 3 shows, one at the Whiskey, one at the Troubadour, and one at the Roxy. I believe this is from the Roxy. They did 222 represses of the Leather Records.
Gotcha.
Just for those 3 shows. And these are already going for like $250, $300. It's crazy.
I do have one of the original Leather Records ones, but
that is a good record, though.
I prefer the original mix. I've got a single of the 2 songs. Actually, I don't know if I've shown that on here before.
They also took a song off of it.
They took 2 songs. There's 2 songs that are different. Here it is. So this is the original singer. The original single, Stick to Your Guns and Toast to the Town. So this is what the original logo looked like, where it was all dark and then all clear. So that's the original single right there. And then one of the obvious ones that nobody mentioned, obviously the original Appetite for Destruction. This is the one I remember from the record stores when this came out. I've talked about it before. I remember this and Tiffany right next to each other in the record store. I don't know why that sticks out in my mind, but that was the number 1 and number 2 album at that time was this and Tiffany for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about Pleasure?
I didn't think about that one. Yeah.
I guess this was supposed to be the original cover. It's a picture disc.
Right.
I've had this thing forever. It's not in the greatest condition, but it's just been in my collection for decades. I guess it was supposed to be and got rejected by the record company is what I remember hearing, but that's what it ended up being. I don't mind either one of them, to tell you the truth, but yeah, that's a cool one.
Somebody mentioned Bonded by Blood. I wish I'd have grabbed it because I do have both copies of both variations of that cover, and I have the reissue with what's his name on vocals where they redid the artwork.
Rob Dukes.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that version. I like that version. I don't care what anyone says.
I like it too. I don't like it as much as the original. Yeah, there's like 4 covers of that one, aren't there?
What's that? There's a lot of covers on this one, and yeah. So this is the original cover, the more, the cover you see most often, and then there was,
the
orange jumpsuit space cover, and
I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I only have 3, but there's several of these. So, and then last week I also showed the Genesis Abacab that had the 4 different covers.
Yeah.
Then you had the Led Zeppelin that had the 4 different covers.
Yep, I almost pulled that. I have 3 of them, I think, and the bags on them.
Hey, did you know that the inner sleeve of that Zeppelin in through the outdoor, if you spray it with water, it colors itself?
Yep.
Yeah, like, or you can paint it with just you get a paintbrush and you paint it with water and it'll color it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen in used stores where someone ruined them doing that. But anyhow, this is Eloy. 2 different versions of the same album, Planets.
Doesn't the Eloy debut have 2 different covers too? One with the manhole cover and one with something else?
I don't know if possible. I have the manhole cover, but
yeah, so do I. But
I love the traditional, the one in your right hand. I love the traditional logo. It's kind of frilly and psychedelic, but
yeah, this one is done by. I mean, you can just look at this one and tell that this is what's his name?
Roger Dean.
Yeah. No. It's not. That's not Roger Dean. That's I can't remember his name. He also did the Nazareth, No Mean City. He did the first 2 V9 Domini. He's done so many albums.
Not
the
Frank
first Detritus.
No,
Rodney Dunsmore. No, that's not it. Rodney.
Rodney would be happy that he could be that artistic.
Right. I'm gonna look it up now because it's gonna make me crazy. Nazareth, No Mean City.
So another one I almost pulled, and you could have pulled any of their records. I was going to pull Tomb of the Mutilated because they had a less graphic cover, which is honestly just as graphic as that's the one cool thing about the Cannibal Corpse is even their less graphic covers were just as graphic as the originals.
The bleeding is
Rodney Matthews. That's what it was. And then everybody else is coming in and telling me anyhow. So
yeah,
see, I didn't have to look it up. They know.
Yeah, Rodney Matthews.
Why is he get on? Why is it when you turn the camera on, you just get stupid?
Is the one Cannibal Corpse I always go back to because like Hammer Smash Face is one of my favorites. But yeah,
the Sirens is another great one. Sabotage Sirens. I can't believe I didn't think of that one. I actually like this. The first one's got the sailboat on it, which I like.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I like that one, but I prefer the other one.
Yeah, but that's the one I have. I have the one with the sailboat cover, not the one with the little troll-looking guys on it.
Yeah, man. Eloy's great. I really enjoy them. Just German prog metal. And then I pulled this one, but I don't have the other cover for it.
Oh man, I have it somewhere.
The Kraftwerk Autobahn. We talked about Kraftwerk last week, and I was like, I haven't heard them in a while, so I started pulling my Kraftwerk albums out and listening to them again. And I was listening to this one today, but yeah, I don't have. This is the only cover I have. This is a reissue.
That's not German prog anymore. Not like the first 3 or 4.
No, this is.
That's full-on electronic right there.
Yeah, it's almost. I don't know. It's kind of trippy and odd. I don't know how else to describe it.
I love that. I love that one though.
Ethereal, maybe is the word. I don't know what the right word is.
A little bit.
But anyhow.
Oh yeah, that's it. Angel covers are great.
This is another one that I showed last week. It just happens to be sitting here that has 2 covers. Aftermath. This is the UK cover.
I've never actually seen that cover.
Oh, this is the UK cover for Aftermath, which is weird because it doesn't have the Rolling Stones name on it on the front of it. It's just on the back. This is actually a repressing that I picked up for like $20. It's 180 gram vinyl. It sounds fantastic. So
did they do an alternate cover for Goat's Head Soup too?
I don't know. Don't recall. I don't remember. I don't recall. Yes, Seventh Angel has their first album is Rodney. He's done so many album covers, it's ridiculous. Asia, he did one of the Asia covers with this gorgeous lion on the cover. That guy's one of my favorite cover artists of all time. And he's a nice guy too. I actually had dealt with him, Rodney Matthews, because I was working on an album that he had worked on, and I was gonna have to scan the CD and blow it up. And I was like, oh man, this sucks because his artwork is so nice. So I was just like, man, what the heck? I'm gonna reach out. Maybe he has it. So I reached out to Rodney Matthews through his website, and I said, hey, I'm working on this album cover, and I'm wondering if you have the original artwork.
Yeah. So there's Goat's Head Soup cover right there.
Oh yeah, I'd never seen that one before. Anyhow, he was like, yeah, man, I have a great scan of that. I'll send it to you. And he sent me this big, beautiful scan, and so it was actually for Seventh Angel's second album, I believe it was. Seventh Angel.
Bon Jovi, if you don't know that, and Wet.
Yeah. Yep, that one too. I don't have one. I have no Bon Jovi records in my house. I have one Bon Jovi CD that's sitting on a shelf up there somewhere above my head that I can't even reach. And
My
only
wife's
reason I have
ears
that,
are burning because you're blaspheming her right now.
I can't stand Bon Jovi.
She
Well, I grew
loves
up in New
Bon
Jersey,
Jovi.
and I was a metalhead in the '80s, and everybody was pushing Bon Jovi. Oh, Bon Jovi's the greatest metal band ever. I'm like,
No,
this
no, they're
no,
not.
this sucks.
Bon
This,
Jovi
this
has 2 songs that I love out of
I don't.
15 albums.
I'm waiting.
What are they?
Oh, Dead or Alive and Blaze of Glory.
Okay.
I don't know.
And I've
It's
talked
just not
about
my
this
thing.
when my wife and I were dating. I had tickets to see Kiss in Japan at Tokyo Dome, and 2 days later was Bon Jovi, and we had just started dating. So I swapped my Kiss tickets to go see Bon Jovi with her. And Tokyo Dome is the biggest baseball stadium I've ever been in. We were so far away that with like high power binoculars, Bon Jovi was still this big on stage. And it was like $150 ticket. I mean, tickets in Japan are expensive, and these were in the middle of nowhere. But so all I wanted to hear was Dead or Alive. That's all I cared about. And they came out to do Dead or Alive, and then Richie Sambora sang it and fucked it all up. So I didn't even get my $150 worth. So
That's funny.
You
know, another one.
You need to dial up that Miami Vice episode with Willie Nelson dying at the gravestone, and they're playing that song. That's a great scene.
Yep, Rage for Order does have multiple colors of cover. Yep.
Yeah, I've got the original one's the gold one, if I remember correctly, with the gold.
I think it is.
Outline.
Also, the Die Happy's first album has 2 different.
Oh yeah, I love the new artwork for that one. You should have pulled that one.
I should have pulled that one because the original cover was, well, basically what happened with that one to Die Happy is the band wanted something. They were, Die Happy basically came out of Vengeance Rising, so it was all the musicians from Vengeance Rising came, and Vengeance had all these issues with stores that wanted to carry their covers because they were controversial. They had the zombie cover, and they had the hand with the blood all over it cover, and they had Roger's cover with the guy exploding on the front cover with half his body eaten up. So when they came up with their cover, what they wanted was they wanted a skull, a skeleton in a coffin smiling, and the label's like, nope. So they submitted the artwork, which no one's ever seen again, and the label put out the album, and it came out, and the band saw it, and it was just a picture of the band, and it didn't even feature the whole band because it didn't have the singer on it. So it was just.
I just hated that logo with a happy face with the crossbones. I always thought that was so weak. Yeah,
but the new one, so when that album got reissued, that I got to do that one, they were like, "This is what we originally had in mind. Please do our cover." So I did, and thankfully, that a lot of these labels won't let you update covers. You have to do the original cover when you license it. But that label was very nice and allowed us to. Yes, that's another one I forgot about. Twisted Sister Crimson Blade did have 2.
We forgot about Alice Cooper and his finger.
Oh, that's a good one. That's one of the band covers.
Or David Bowie and the dog's penis.
Yep, that's another one. Yeah, the Alice Cooper one, that because his thumb was holding his jacket shut, and it was right around the area where his penis was. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's a penis."
Yeah, that's a good one too. I was thinking about that a minute ago. The second Vengeance Rising, or is it the third Vengeance Rising album?
Third one, yeah.
Yeah,
and they put a sticker on it.
Yeah,
but the funny thing was when it got reissued by, was it Rocks? Yeah, I think it was Rocks Records. It actually came. They didn't put the sticker on it, but it came with the sticker. Yeah, so I thought that was a really cool idea. So, but yeah, Twisted Sisters Under the Blade. That's another one. There's so many of them, man, and we could have kept going on and on, but we're already 10 minutes over. So,
did you redo the artwork for their EP or for their demo too? Didn't you?
For Vengeance?
No, for I'm sorry, for Deliverance, for the Deliverance EP. Didn't you do new artwork for that?
No, we ended up using the original artwork for the cover.
Okay,
yeah, which I begged for that, even though it's very cheesy black and white art. But I just thought it was cool, and then we got it printed on that uncoated stock, so it kind of had that feel of the old that album. Yeah, that vinyl is fantastic. It sounds great, and it's one of my favorite things that Glenn Rogers ever recorded.
Hey Sam, we showed that earlier. That's the Judas Priest alternate rock and roll. You know what we forgot, and we all have copies of both of these. Deep Purple live in Japan.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I pulled it, and then I thought, well, that's just too ordinary.
Yeah, but a lot of people haven't seen the Japanese variation of that one.
No, let me see. Looking. It's in here.
While you're looking,
Here it is.
I played this week.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Rob Caldwell did an amazing job. This thing is so crystal clear. It's amazing.
I don't want to say he's a beast because then he gets his willies all in a.
That's a good one too, Lee. The Accept. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, it's another great one. Accept.
Here's the original cover of Deep Purple, made in Japan. And when you're doing that, you might as well get the one made in Japan. It's got a great shot. And it opens up and you see the whole stage of the whole band and the immensity of it all. So kind of fun.
I was too lazy to pull it. I've got 2 variations of the Bring Your Body to the Slaughter 7-inch too.
Thanks for tuning in, Jürgen. Jürgen's from Germany, so Jürgen, it was the singer for a thrash metal band. And as soon as I said his name, and I can't remember the name of the band anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot sometimes.
We're gonna have to just post a little sign above your camera that says "camera not on."
Now you got me doing it. I can picture the album covers.
Jürgen, if you're still there, tell us the name of your band because I am freaking spacing it at the moment. It's ridiculous. So Repent.
Oh, that's the guy from Repent. That stuff rips, man. I love that.
Yeah, thrash, German thrash. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm right, but I'm pretty sure I'm right now. Repent. Yes, that's it. Repent. I don't know why I got stupid all of a sudden, but I do it all the time. Yep, exactly. Here it is. Damn brain fart all the time.
Yeah, he got with us. Yeah.
Yeah, repent. Right on. Cool, man. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. We had quite a few people. I love seeing all the people. Love seeing all the people that were chiming in and giving us ideas because there was just so many we could have pulled a ton more. That's not even we barely tip of the iceberg kind of thing.
Here's another one we could have pulled.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses Lies. Yep. So anyhow, so for episode number. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we do that, I forgot. You can find Steve on
everywhere.
YouTube at Harmless Rebel 868. You can also find him on Facebook. You can find John on Instagram at Carcass John Art. And you can also find John at
128 DB Rock in the Crypt.
Yes, the Crypt.
And my alter ego. In fact, tonight at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, tune into 128 DB Rock, the free app. Free. Never cost you a dime. And you can check out my alter ego.
You can find me on Instagram at No Life Till Metal. You can find me on Facebook, and you can find me on YouTube. And I just found another album cover. This one has multiple covers too. Lee Borden's Terrorizing. And the reason it's sitting here is because this will soon be getting a reissue of Metal Blade with bonus tracks.
Got some Uriah Heep playing right now on 128 DB.
Sweet.
And before we go, we want to play this. We're getting our money's worth out of that clip right there.
Oh, by the way, your shirt triggered me. I saw them on Saturday. Iron Jaw. They did a killer Symptom of the Universe tribute to Black Sabbath, and then went right into their first track. It was so awesome. Rotting Corpse was awesome. The All-Star band was awesome. We had a celebration of life for a couple of old staples in the metal business here in DFW that passed away just days apart. And but man, Iron Jaw just keeps. I told Rick, I said, it's not that you were ever bad. You just keep getting better and better every time I see you. And that Sabbath tribute with the Symptom of the Universe was it was epic. Anyway.
Right on. All right. So let me see if I can find our little thing. Okay. So for episode number 279 of the Metal Roundtable, you know how we do it. Metal will prevail. Do we all look evil?